morning of June 22nd,
the U.S. attorney laid out timelines and phone records, proof, he says, that Republican Congressman Christopher Collins of New York is guilty of insider trading and lying to the FBI.
Congressman Collins acted as if the law didn't apply to him.
Collins, his son Cameron, and his son's future father-in-law, Stephen Zarsky, face 13 criminal counts altogether, including securities fraud and false statements to investigators. The crimes revolve around the Australian pharmaceutical company Innate. According to the indictment, on June 22nd last year, Innate's CEO informed his board of directors, including Collins, that the company's critical drug trial had failed, news that was not yet public. Congressman Collins was at a picnic at the White House, and minutes after getting the news, according to prosecutors, Collins called his son to tell him, breaking federal law. Cameron Collins moved quickly to save his money.
He sold stock based on that inside information, and he also took that illegal inside information and tipped others.
Days later, the stock would plummet. According to the indictment, the insider trading allegedly saved the defendants and others over $750,000. All three pleaded not guilty today, while the congressman's attorneys pointed out in a statement that their client did not benefit financially. Collins says he's going to stay in office and run for re-election in November.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.